Is a licensed moneylender considered an Ahlong? Many are confused with the general misconception that all moneylenders are Ahlong or loan sharks who charge high interest rates. But in fact, actually they are not the same. So today, I'll be sharing with you guys the differences between Ahlong and licensed moneylender based on some important criteria. But before that, do subscribe to our channel for more financial and borrowing tips from us. Okay, on the first criteria of governance and regulation, Ahlong or loan shark is governed and regulated by no one but themselves. In simple words, they set their own rules, while licensed moneylenders are governed by the Ministry of Housing and Local Government (KPKT). Second, the main thing, licensing. Yup, as obvious as it is, Ahlong doesn't have a license. Once again, they set their own rules and regulations. As for licensed moneylenders, they are required to apply and renew their license every 2 years. You can check their licensing status with iCreditcom apps. Also beware of fake license. Please note that money lending is not governed by Bank Negara. In case a moneylender shows you a license by Bank Negara, it is most likely a fake license. Next, we look into the interest rate. For Ahlong, usually it is 10.3, which comprises 30% interest charge monthly. But they can also charge you as they like. While for licensed moneylenders, the maximum interest they can charge their borrowers is 12% per annum for secured loans and 80% per annum for unsecured loans. On to the next criteria, other charges or fees. Usually, Ahlong will always have something on their sleeve. There might be other hidden costs that they will set up as they like. But for licensed moneylenders, the charges are pretty direct, which consists of attestation and lawyer fees, credit check fees, and stamp duty. But all of these charges will be deducted from the total amount of your loan that has been approved before the disbursement of the money. They will not ask for an upfront fee. The fifth criteria is the loan agreement. Ahlong will not prepare or give you any loan agreement, while licensed moneylenders will have the loan agreement for the borrowers that is validated by a third party such as lawyer, legal officer, and commissioner for oath. Okay, now let's look into the advertising part. Ahlong, since it is unregulated, hence they advertise in whatever way they like, which is different from licensed moneylenders as they must apply for permits for advertisements and they are prohibited from employing agents or canvassers. Besides, the most important part when it comes to loan is, of course, the application process. Bear in mind that Ahlong will hold your personal belongings like IC, passport, and bank cards as a security deposit, while licensed moneylender won't do that. Instead, they practice the standard loan documentation process that involves a background check on documents like IC copy, salary slip, bank statement, EPF, and more. This is also to check you are capable of paying back your loan before quoting a suitable amount that won't be a much burden to your financial. The next criteria is the late payment procedures. I'm pretty sure we all know that it can be quite extreme when it comes to Ahlong. They get to the extent of extortion activities, including splashing rate pain, harassing, and threatening to hurt their borrower's family members, which is very traumatizing. But for licensed moneylenders, their approach is way more safe and not harmful to anyone. If the borrowers fail to make monthly payment on time, they will send reminders, hire debt collectors, issue letter of demand, set blacklists, and cheatos. And talking about late payment, yes, there's going to be some charges incurred. Ahlong will set the charges whatever they like. Usually it's a very high amount, while licensed moneylenders charge between 3% to 5% for late payment. And last but not least, early loan settlement. There are some cases where borrowers decide to make an early settlement for their loans, but most of the time, Ahlong won't allow this because it does not bring profit to them, while it is applicable if you are borrowing from licensed moneylenders. So now that you are aware of the differences between Ahlong and licensed moneylenders, I hope you make the right choice if you're planning to apply for a loan. Not to forget, here are 3 extra tips to protect yourself from dealing with an Ahlong. Tip number 1. Check the company's SSM number on the KPKT website or via iCreditcom apps. Second, check if they display their licensing at their office issued by KPKT, not BNM, okay? And third, ensure that the loan offered by the lenders are in compliance with the Moneylenders Act 1951. Particularly, the interest rate is not above 18% per annum and the loan agreement is valid with proper loan documentation in place. That's all I have for you today. If you are looking for a safe and reliable loan, feel free to check your eligibility for free with direct lending. As always, the link will be in the description below.